Into order, please stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, Trish.
Mrs. Brew?
Here.
Mr. Kramer?
No, he's not going to be here no more.
Mrs. Langless?
Here.
Mr. Meneghini?
Here.
Mr. Marraro? Mrs. Steigerwald?
Here.
But just for, yeah, no, this is 20. Oh, okay.
Move on to approval of the agenda. Do we have any changes?
Do we need to excuse Jeff?
Oh, yes, we do. Do I have that motion?
I make a motion to excuse Mr. Marraro.
Second.
Mrs. Langless?
Second.
Yes.
Yes.
Mr. Meneghini?
Yes.
Mr. Marraro? Mrs. Steigerwald?
Yes.
Mrs. Brew?
Yes. Move on to approval of the minutes of the regular meeting of November 5th, 2025. Do we have any questions? If not, I need a motion.
I make a motion we approve the minutes for the regular meeting of November 5th, 2025.
Support.
Mr. Meneghini?
Yes.
Mrs. Steigerwald?
Yes.
Mrs. Brew?
Yes.
Mrs. Langless?
Yes.
Move on to approval of manifest 2025-22. Sarah, did you have any questions on the manifest? Ricky?
No?
Rico?
No questions.
I just have one. On page 2 of 7, down by the porta potties. Do you see that?
Yeah.
How come the one at Hanbury Lake was so much more than the rest of them, or?
I'd have to ask. I'm not sure why that one. I don't know if it was time. If it was out there longer than the other ones, or if it was different size, but I can't find out.
Okay. That's the only question I have. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve manifest 2025-22 in the amount of $315,080.77.
Second?
Mrs. Steigerwald?
Yes.
Mrs. Brew?
Yes.
Miss Langless?
Yes.
Mr. Meneghini?
Yes.
Did we have previous?
We had some at the meeting, but they were all discussed at that meeting.
Yeah, I thought so, because I think they were mine. Move on to public comment. Anyone in attendance wishing to address the council on any item of interest shall do so now at the podium. State your name and address for the record. Comments shall be limited to 3 minutes per person.
I got a lot of concerns with the blight in town. I know that there's been several tickets wrote. But it's getting worse. There's vehicles stripped out over here on Hillcrest Drive. There's vehicles scattered all over the lawn for months and months. Nothing's being done. You got one over on the west side of town, a good dozen cars in the yard. Not a lot being done. I forwarded probably a good dozen to Dan 6 months ago. Nothing's being done. I don't know where some of these right across from Sitco, there's been a vehicle there all summer, inoperable, on the lawn, getting tired of looking at it.
Mark, just so you know, I have the paper in front of me, and there is stuff being done. On property maintenance, we've got 125, and then we've got down in another property maintenance, 178. Property inspections for this year alone, we have inspected $18,879.
Then the fine structure needs to be modified so that people get it. You can't give somebody a $50 fine and expect them to pick up nowadays. It's gotta be, I know when I was on the council years ago, it was magnified. It went from 50 to 100 to 200 to 400. And it needs to be modified. People aren't getting it. Down in Vulcan, they're giving $50 a day. If you don't have it fixed, it's $50 a day. There's a house on Mine Street that I've talked to some of the people on the council and the manager. We've been looking at that house for 4 years. There's a 4-foot hole in the roof. Pigeons are flying in and out of it. The windows are laying on the front porch, and the bottom of the house is not secure. The basement windows are open. There's pigeons flying in and out. I don't get it. I don't know what's taking so long. Quinnisek's ripping houses down like crazy up there.
I just have one thing to say to you, Mark. It is being worked on. I work with Grant and Ethan and Pat, and you know, some of this stuff takes time. You can't just go in and rip people's houses away, or you know, there's a process to it.
Oh, I realize.
And I
there's a
can tell you,
process.
yeah, and it takes time to get some of this stuff done.
You know, Dan tells me that the cops are busy. I know they're busy. I have a scanner. I listen to what they got going on. But I also see them at the BP for an hour and a half a night, sitting there. They could be doing some of these blight ticketing. I know they're busy, but I'm watching them sit over there for an hour and a half at night and an hour in the morning, 2.5 hours a day. Tickets could be written for some of this shit.
If I may, Mark. So, if I may,
Yes.
Council. So, you and I haven't always seen eye to eye. However, the emails you do send are appreciated because they're noted, because Mr. Stortman forwards them on to me as well. You are out in the community more than most. You have properties in the community, operating, driving around, looking at things. You have an eye to keep an eye on some of these things. They come to us usually from Mr. Stoltman. They get sent along, and the police chief is CC'd on all of them. Because, and I don't know how to put it, you've got an eye in the community, and it's not being ignored. Those tickets, one of the first things I always do is, hey, Mark's got a point. Look at these pictures. Look at the ones you sent the other day. My comment to Dan was 100% agree. And I sent it along to the chief, and I 100% agree. Are these tickets being issued? If it doesn't come back to me, I assume those are being issued, and those are being taken care of. Mr. Stoltman and I discussed earlier this week as well, confirming that some of the citations and the ordinances that were being issued were appropriate, because it's not, we share the same concerns. I know, like I said, you and I haven't always seen eye to eye, but when you come before council with these concerns, I'm sitting here thinking, you're right. I don't disagree. It's a constant battle to keep up with blight, and it's a constant battle to keep on top of it. The frustrating part is it takes more time than I would like, more time than the council would like, and more time than you would like, and probably some people in the community even. We've had a number of different hearings in front of the judge. Judge Lacoste has been very helpful. Dare I say, putting the hammer down, if you will. She's trying to be proactive and working with the communities. We've had a couple of different formal hearings with her. I know there's a couple, and I don't want to comment on stuff that's coming, but there's more coming, and some of them include what you've referenced. So you are being heard. It's being addressed. I'll follow up on some of this stuff as well, because some of it's low-hanging fruit, right? They're vehicles that are in disrepair. They're not being, they're taken apart. Their tires are all over the place. I live in the community too, and I share your same concerns. And my frustration lies sometimes with the slowness of how they go. Additionally, the fines. We've talked, and I've spoken with council about that as well. Something to get the attention of folks that are just ignoring some of these tickets. That's why we started going to Judge Lacoste, because she has the hammer. She's the judge. But it's a process to get there, and it's a painfully slow process. But it needs to be kept up on. And you're sending emails, I see them as being proactive, not as being
annoying or being over the top. Frankly, I think they're helpful, and I've portrayed it as that way to the team because they are. They bring things to attention that maybe somebody's not seeing. Could somebody see it and work on it quicker? Some of the concerns about the officers, I don't see what they're doing. But sometimes, yeah, you look and you say, well, how come this isn't being cited? All I know is the chief tells me that most of the times that the stuff you provide, the tickets are being issued. And like you said, well, what's the disconnect? Well, if they're already issued and they've issued their 3, then we need to get in front of the judge to get compliance because the fines aren't working.
602 Brown Street over there has had trash in the alley like you wouldn't believe for a year. I've turned in numerous complaints. You can't tell me it takes a year to get the trash picked up because I know better. I was on the council.
I would agree.
But the fine process, the fine process needs to be modified big time.
Well, and I think, and if I may, this is as much just for community discussion so people hear this because I think we're still televised once in a while. I think it goes like 50, 250, 500. So that $500 fine that you get after the 3rd time, once it's on the radar, these tickets should be being issued. The 2nd one followed up and the 3rd one followed up. Mr. Miller communicates to me on a regular basis which ones are coming up to go to that next step. Because a lot of these people aren't paying their fines either. They just accumulate and there's no recourse. Because this legislature cut our legs out from under us, they used to have different approaches. Now we have to go to the judge, who's been helpful. But it would be nice if it was a little bit more streamlined. I agree.
How about a daily fine like Vulcan has, Norway Township? Norway Township has $50 a day. It gets people's attention.
Agreed.
Something needs to be done. The other thing that I have,
You only got a couple minutes. I'll give you a couple
there's a water line
minutes.
that's been leaking. I have a place on Purity Lane. It's right before you go up to the water tank on the left or on the right. It's been leaking all summer. I don't know what we're waiting for to fix it. There's standing water in the ditch.
Thank you. Do we have anybody else? Anyone in attendance wishing to address the council on agenda items only shall do so now at the podium. State your name and address for the record. Comments shall be limited to 3 minutes. We'll move on to action items. Item number 1, Resolution 2025-20, General Utility and Service Rate Resolution, Energy Waste Reduction. Dan?
So this is coming from that last council meeting where because of certain new state regulations, we have to increase what used to be called our energy optimization plan surcharge in the electric department. That is now called the energy waste reduction surcharge, as opposed to the energy optimization plan surcharge. So this is what we put aside to try to comply with the state's requirement to reduce our energy consumption. So we do that through the Efficiency United to try to do Energy Star replacement programs for citizens that have appliance upgrades. It chips away a little bit at a time. But that is a $79,000, $80,000 fund to administer that program through Efficiency United. So that is now at WPPI across the board. All Michigan members of that utility are moving to this naming of that surcharge, and the rate increases from 0.0022 to 0.033 per kilowatt in the residential units, and an increase from a flat rate of the commercial units from $6.83 to $9.95.
And this is state mandated,
Correct.
so people know it's not us. We're being told what we have to do for a change. Do I have a motion?
I make a motion, we approve Resolution 2025-20, the general utility service rate for fiscal year 2025-2026, revision 1 as presented.
Support.
Mrs. Brew?
Yes.
Ms. Langless?
Yes.
Mr. Menegini?
Yes.
Ms. Steigerwald?
Yes.
Item number 2, Dickinson County Designated Assessor Opt-out Interlocal Agreement. Mr. Stoltman?
So this is something that's coming from Dickinson County Equalization Office. Their current assessor, I believe is retiring, and they were not successful in finding a designated assessor that would be on file with the state tax commission. So what the designated assessor does, this is talking to our assessor, I'm not a scholar in this, but if there's a situation where say our assessor did not complete the filings on time or correctly and cannot correct them within a timely manner, the designated assessor would step in to rectify that, and that has been the person with the county. Since they don't have that person anymore, it would be the state would step in and designate an assessor. According to our assessor, that would likely be someone already here, such as himself. The county reached out to all of the kind of local assessors. No one really wanted to step in and be that designated assessor. So it should not impact us. It doesn't sound like there should be much of an impact county-wide. It's someone to step in when there's an error being done, or if someone doesn't have an assessor, but that person appointed would likely be someone local to do the job. And they have to meet the certain criteria to be certified as an assessor. You can see in here, there is several communities, all the local municipalities in the county have to sign off on it. Talking to our assessor, it sounds like everyone already has. So I don't expect us all of a sudden, the state coming in and doing assessing on properties. No one from Lansing is likely coming up here to do that. It would be appointed locally. And
So-
it doesn't affect us with having an assessor.
So the assessments are being made, this is just when there's a dispute or?
Yes.
Okay.
And if there is not an assessor available for a community, the designated assessor, I believe, could do that work. And in this case, the state would appoint someone, but again, it would likely be someone that's already here.
Okay.
Any other questions? If not, I need a motion.
I'll make a motion that we recommend that the city sign the agreement with Dickinson County to opt out of the designated assessor.
I support?
Ms. Langless?
Yes.
Mr. Menegini?
Yes.
Mrs. Steigerwald?
Yes?
Mrs. Brew?
Yes. Number 3, and before I even do this, I want to welcome Christina tonight to our first meeting. Christina Mackey is our new treasurer, and we are glad to have her on board. Thank you very much, and we look forward to working with you. Assigned city banking signature, Northern Interstate Bank.
So this is just essentially adding Christina to our signatories at the bank so that she can sign checks and other things like that. We are very happy to have her. She's completed her first full week, and everything's been going very well. And I recommend that we approve this motion to get Christina as a signatory at Northern Interstate Bank.
Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to add Christina Mackey to all city Norway accounts at Northern Interstate Bank.
Support?
Mr. Menegini?
Yes.
Mrs. Steigerwald?
Yes?
Mrs. Brew?
Yes.
Ms. Langless?
Yes.
We'll move on to mayor council comments. Sarah, did you have anything? Ricky?
I just wish everybody happy Thanksgiving.
Rico?
No comments.
I want to congratulate the Norway football team. They did a great job. They got far. Want them to know our community is very proud of them. I want to remind everybody of our Christmas parade coming up, which is what?
December 5th.
December 5th. We're going to have a lot of things going on in town, and come down and see the parade and the fireworks. Come to City Hall and see Mr. and Mrs. Claus, sign up for some gifts, and we'd like everybody to come out and enjoy that. I want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving, and I also want to remind people of the parking ban. That's all I have. Do you have anything?
Nothing for tonight, Madam Mayor.
Now that you got me started very quickly, want to welcome Ms. Langless and Ms. Mackey. Thank you for being a part of the team. Looking forward to work with you guys. I wanted to echo Mr. Bablani's comments. I think our community looks, frankly, it's picturesque. The downtown, as I drove through tonight, Madam Mayor has always made it a priority of hers to have streetlights up and Christmas decorations up. Mr. Menegini, former Lee, Mr. Menegini, was always an advocate for getting the Christmas lights up and especially done before Christmas, or before
Or
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
And I drove down and through the community as I came to the meeting tonight, and it made me smile to look up and down Main Street and think of small town Mayberry and how beautiful it looks before Thanksgiving. As to the comments that Mark made to the community as well, if you haven't gotten a ticket yet and your yard looks like a waste dump, you will be getting a ticket. I want to assure the community that tickets are being issued on a regular basis if you're not cleaning up and doing as you should. Just be good neighbors, be good people. If you don't, there is a process in place, and we are bringing folks, unfortunately, sadly, and I take no pride in it, don't enjoy it. It's probably one of the more unfortunate parts of the job I've been doing over the last number of years, is bringing our citizens to court to get compliance, to get their properties cleaned up, and to make and continue to help our community be proud in our community, make our neighbors happy that they don't have to look at a garbage dump or vehicles that are abandoned or in disrepair. My message is be good neighbors, be good people, and avoid having to go in front of Judge Lacoste, our other local judges to enforce and require compliance. And the tickets are expensive. I believe, if I remember, I believe they're $50, $250, and $500. Just clean it up. If the vehicle is unlicensed, license it. If it's not running and it's disrepair, put it back together. Your neighbors will be happy, the community will be happy, and we won't have to take it any further. So I wish everybody happy Thanksgiving. And just, again, quick PSA, I don't want to see you in court or deal with it or have tickets and have to answer and work with the police officers who are issuing these tickets. So let's just be proactive and keep everything clean. Thank you.
Dan?
Not much. I mean, as Mr. Carlson said, every time I speak with Mr. Bablani, we always say we don't disagree. It's just the process of getting that done. And we do communicate amongst each other, forwarding those emails on and trying to address them as timely as possible.
If we have nothing else, do I have a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Second. Mrs. Steigerwald?
Yes.
Mrs. Brew?
Yes.
Ms. Langless?
Yes.
Mr. Menegini?
Yes.
Meeting adjourned.